Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Geelong Arena for this Sunday afternoon game between the Geelong Super Cats men and the Diamond Valley Eagles. What is shaping up to be a fantastic matchup after the Geelong Super Cats fell short against the Melbourne Tigers last night at MSAC, and the Diamond Valley Eagles pulled up a huge upset at Kilsyth, beating the Cobras at home. The Eagles looking to come in here and extend it to second win in a row on this doubleheader weekend for both teams, and the Super Cats looking to bounce back from that loss last night. It is my absolute pleasure to have in the commentary box here tonight with me, Brad White here, David Herbert, the coach of the ladies Geelong Super Cats, after a resounding 34-point win over the Diamond Valley Eagles. Dave, good afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know how resounding it was. I just don't think we played that well. But I'm not trying to be smart in saying that. We just didn't execute very well. We were sloppy. I was disappointed in it. So I'll try and concentrate on the men's.
It's a hard taskmaster, Herbie. Well, I guess this is where the expectation that you've got for the players in your team. You have an elite squad, and I think, speaking before the call, we were discussing some of the finer details that they really need to focus on and make sure that they're really running through the entire game. There are high expectations for Olympians and WNBA players, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's right. And I was very fortunate to be pretty much gifted a team this year. I recruited Zatina. The rest of the roster came, and very, very lucky. Now it's a matter of getting everyone enough of the ball and everything like that. That's a challenge to coach. So far, so good. It really, my job is to manage the group now, and people management is probably primary. This is a must-win for the Super Cats right here.
Absolutely.
I know it's Grant Wallace down there coaching Diamond Valley, old workmate of mine. I'll try not to bag him out too much. But
I'm saying this is going to be an interesting call. I think Dave Herbert might have a few lined up already. So as we see, it's set for tip-off here. Diamond Valley looking to control, but you're absolutely right, Herbie. It's the Super Cats should have won last night. They really, I think, let themselves down against the Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Eagles get the first points on the board.
They had a terrific opportunity to win that game. Unfortunately, just didn't roll their way in the end.
Yeah, look, and it was really that fourth quarter. They were literally winning the entire game, and then it was just the fourth quarter they couldn't execute. I mean, credit to the Tigers. Yeah, Dane Pino stepped up, and Mike Wells had an outstanding game, but it can't be on two guys to beat an entire team.
Yeah, no one really slowed them down and really accelerated out of their D, which was tough. That's a nice three. Very nice three.
Great three for the Eagles. They shoot out to a quick.
Joel Spear from behind the arc there.
Joel Spear was on fire last night against the Cobras and really actually set the tone in that fourth quarter and drove the dagger in for these Eagles. So they'd be pumped and ready to go.
Nick Owusu from the perimeter.
Owusu was brilliant last night. Him and Marla Hicks.
At 35 years of age, he's really shown some class out there. He's done a tremendous job to come back from injury. The 2 years he's had off the game, to come back the way he has. He was sensational last night.
Yeah, he really was, absolutely. And I guess there's an element there, 35 isn't old, but in terms of elite sport it can be. And how does he come out tonight backing up in a doubleheader round? We'll soon find out. And certainly Marlo Hicks as well. He was an outstanding contributor last night, as we see. AJ Williams, first points on the board for him, and he'll be happy to see that go down. Tended to go missing, I think, in the late half of last night's game. So some extended pressure here from the Super Cats. They saw success with that in the recent weeks, so looking to carry it on. Eagles up 5-2.
Last night AJ just dribbled a little bit too much. I think he just held onto the ball too long. So that's again Joel Spear.
Joel Spear from the car park. Just testing his range. Marlo Hicks running the break. Gets blocked at the rim. But I can never get enough of seeing Marlo Hicks running the full length of the floor. I can tell you. Spear pulls it up. Eagles into their offense. Great action there. And a beautiful touch. Liam Thomas for these first two of the game. And
the Super Cats needed to jump to the ball there on D. He just got caught out. So
DeMarcus Gatlin.
He's got so much power down there, DeMarcus. He's
incredible.
Phenomenal athlete. Gets up off the floor well.
He's just an elite athlete that is extraordinary. His ability and how quickly he can actually elevate, and his willingness to do that against guys that are much bigger than him. It's extraordinary.
he works hard every day. He's in the gym. He's at AWA Stadium, our basically where our domestic home is for basketball.
Yes.
He works out the whole time, and he's trying to develop his shot. And if he manages to work that out, I think he could play in the NBL.
No, I absolutely agree. He's got all the tools physically, and you know, you're not the only one that's said that. And I was on the call with Vandy, Greg Vanderjack last night, as we see the Eagles breaking that press. Marlo Hicks caught with his hands in the cookie jar, reaching on Liam Thomas, who had deep post position there.
Yeah, it's a cheap foul. He can't afford to.
No, not this early. We're only 2.5 minutes into this first quarter, and the Eagles carrying on from last night, up 7-3 on the Supercats.
Marlo's really a rock down there, and he has to be the go-to man throughout this game to really put some pressure on Diamond Valley.
Nearly a turnover there from the Eagles, claiming they may have fouled there, but to no avail. Eagles. Ball from the base, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Spear, that outside thread. We've got a corner three. Darcy Harding missed on that attempt.
They're certainly not shy from the three-point line right now.
No, they're happy to shoot. A great cut. Owusu, left hand, a silky touch. Nothing wrong with those legs, Herbie.
No, not at all. He's moving well out there, isn't he?
He's feeling good.
I wouldn't say he looks like a teenager yet, but he's certainly moving well.
And I'll tell you what.
Nice look in the corner, another three.
Hovey's a big boy, isn't he? Wow, as a push to transition. Owusu, Louis Thomas, soft touch again. Supercats out and running, and that's what we've come to expect from the Supercats. That's when really they're at their best.
Yeah,
great touch.
They're a smaller running team, very athletic. Lewis adds another element to them, just being a stretch four-man. I would have loved to have seen him play with Nathan Herbert.
All right. Marlo Hicks getting on the deck. Gatlin tries a bit of showtime. Maybe not the best shot that Coach O'Neill would have been after there.
You probably need to kick it out, get a better look there, make an uncontested one would have been better.
And as a guard, I'm always reminded by my bigs, if I do something well on the defensive end, give me half a chance on the offensive end, as we see the Eagles shoot another three.
Liam Thomas.
Thomas.
Lighting it up.
Woo, doing things.
AJ again, it just tends to over dribble. I think he needs to move it a bit quicker. That's my own little thing there with him. I think if he could move a bit quicker, it'd help the offense. That's a nice,
great two-man action. Could it be an element of that American style of play he would have grown up and been accustomed to? It's very ball-centric, I guess. If I've got the ball, I'm going to create. And
yeah. I think he gives it a headache. So it just needs to shift it a bit quicker. I think the more the Supercats can get into a two-man game with Lewis Thomas and DeMarcus, they'll look better. But I think they've just got to shift the ball a little bit quicker.
Yeah, that's what it's got to be about, I think. And
Liam McInerney's had a tremendous year this year. I think he's really
playing really well.
He's getting better all the time and developing his game. So another one who works hard in the gym. You see him all the time.
No, there's certainly been a pretty obvious improvement from McInerney. As Hovey puts up a shot, that's a tough two on the fadeaway.
That's a lovely finish.
Yeah, beautiful touch.
Very composed.
Shown by the big man. Yeah, absolutely. And Eagles holding on to a 3-point lead here. 12-9 over the Cats. It's McInerney from the wing. Gatlin
again
to create. Owusu in the tall timber. Oh, and the and one. Owusu, he was happy with his effort as well. Says, take all of that. Ben Allen, give me another shot at it.
Veteran play.
That's it. Savvy. And if you see it on the replay, you'll notice he just hesitates a little bit, just gets his body in there, creates that space to get over the top. Because if you give these bigs half a chance, they'll send it out into the 6th row. But Owusu for the and one. And dials it in.
Yeah, it's important for the Supercats right there. Nick showing his experience for sure. Composure again. A little bit of a half-court trap here.
Yeah, results in the turnover. Owusu goes his own. Owusu's on fire. Continuing from last night. He said,
this
35 or not.
It's thrown them out of rhythm a little bit here, which is good. Now they've only got 14 seconds to run their offense. So
and that's a big part of the call during your game, Coach, that when you did exactly the same thing to those Diamond Valley ladies, really shook them out of their rhythm. So good to see the Cats men doing the same, and deep into the shot clock now, 8 seconds to go. The Eagles It's a big move there. Ben Allen, big body. Lewis Thomas is always going to have a hard task matching up with a frame like that.
Yeah, experienced NBL player as well, Ben.
Yes.
So it's,
his first second team, and two to go to the line.
Ben Allen looking for his first points here. This is the first. So the Cats now holding a 2-point lead. 4 minutes 20 to go in this first quarter, and what a start from both sides. This is what the crowds come to see here at the Geelong Arena. Allen making the second.
There's a lot of strategy going on right now, different sorts of traps and things like that, so it'll be interesting to see. Someone's trying to get an obvious advantage right now, but Gatlin again.
Owusu competing for that board. McInerney cleans up. Great hustle from the big fella. Says, I'll go my own way. Unfortunately, couldn't convert on that one. But great intensity from the Cats, and Owusu's playing out of his mind at the moment. I'm loving it. Hovey got caught on the way up. Foul being called.
McInerney thought he was a bit unlucky there, I think. I think he got a piece of the ball there. So.
And there might have been a subtle push-up from Hovey on the way up too. That off-arm clearance from space, but the referee's just having a chat to the Cats. Yeah, foul on McInerney. Subs now for Diamond Valley. It's actually Anthony Adunsi on our program. We've got him down without a number, but in the game he's actually number 22. Those playing at home.
They've extended there like a three-quarter trap now. That's good by the Super Cats.
Great play.
Oh,
McInerney's got to get that touch. And I think that's the experience thing as well. He had a lot more time than he realised, Liam, and now he's on the back foot with an early great pickup. And that's what you want to see after you've blown a layup. Come back, play great defence. As AJ Williams pushes Louis Thomas, he can hit that. Not on this occasion. Cleaned up by the Eagles. So we see Spear setting the floor for Diamond Valley. That high catch. Owusu picks his pocket, nearly got away with it. Veteran play, Ben Allen. Looking at his teammates, wondering where Owusu came from.
He's just sneaking around there, isn't he?
And coach, this is what I love. I'm a guard my entire life, and the sneaky little guards, veteran plays. I love it as we see an interesting substitution here from Coach O'Neill.
Yeah, Josh Tang, he's a great young player. He's shows a lot of promise, I think, as a hard worker. Like that's
deep in the shot clock. Had to heave it up there. Kafritzis shot it nearly from the logo. Might not be his shot of choice. Josh Tang can hit that deep from the corner. Not on this occasion.
It looked pretty good out of the hand. But
it really did. Yep, he's a confident young man too. Didn't see any minutes last night against the Tigers, but great to see him lining up here. And you know, that could be as much a fatigue thing for the team, but also he's a quality player, not taking anything away from Josh. I think he's a great addition to this Cats lineup. Nearly picked off there by the Cats. McInerney's got a soft close there. He can't get taken off the dribble.
No, you don't want any blow-bys, that's for sure.
No. It's Gatlin.
Been really impressed with the Owusu so far. He's just
he's not holding back, I tell you. Gatlin with the nice.
Marcus got to get going here. Liam, that's 3 cheap ones. He's got to be better than that.
That's 6 points they really should be up by. Two-man game here. Great, beautiful play.
There. Darcy Harding was really accelerated on that cut. Blasted at the basket, which is what you want. If you do it at speed, it draws players to him, etc.
Gatlin gets the friendly roll. Possibly could have been an and one.
Hopefully DeMarcus can get going here. He's struggled a little bit yet, so.
The foul being called here. Number 9, Nick Owusu. Tough call, I think, on that one, but Owusu getting set to sit down. As we see
Mark Goodwin's hit the floor.
Crowd favourite.
I've really liked Mark Goodwin so far. I think he's shown he's physical, plays hard, great defender. I've been really impressed with what he does and what he contributes to this team so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And big substitution for me, my man Cohen Blythe, the walking bucket, the self-proclaimed walking bucket.
Yeah, I heard his nickname's the bucket, so we'll see what happens here.
By all accounts, he gave it to himself, which, you know, he's brimming with confidence, young man, but in all seriousness, has been a great player for the Cats. And great to see Josh Tang and Cohen Blythe out there together as well, with Lewis Thomas, Gatlin.
Zone, where are we here?
Extended zone potentially. It did look like a zone, but
when that cutter went through, kind of threw me out a little bit. I think there's probably some change-ups here. Both coaches need to look at some strategies here, try and throw them out of rhythm.
That's it. We'll see the corner 3 ball. Matt Reynolds putting it down. Diamond Valley Eagles.
Good to see how many threes they've actually shot in this quarter. Must be Grant Wallace initiative here. So
3 of 8. 3 of 8 here, 38%. That's not bad. And at the moment, the Super Cats have only put up 1, but down 4. The Cats, Josh Tang. And on cue, corner 3. Doesn't go down there for Mark Goodwin. Eagles coming back down the floor through Reynolds, looking to set them up. And I'll tell you what, this Eagles team playing very well at the moment.
Really small team on the floor at the moment for the Super Cats. So.
Looks like the referee's conferring. The Eagles ball with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Surprises me with Allen on the floor along with Liam Thomas that they're not just going straight down into the paint, like as you said, with this smaller lineup. Really, Lewis Thomas is the biggest player on the floor for the Cats, and even at that, he's no match one-on-one for Allen.
Good thing Lewis has got long arms. Allen steps out for the 3, so they really need him muscling down inside, getting deep, and try and take on Lewis in the low block.
Yeah.
I think that's where the advantage will be. So
great hand from Josh Tang. It's Thomas, soft touch. May have got away with the travel in the corner.
Really nice athlete, isn't he? He moves well. Josh Tang halfway. Look.
And as we close out the first quarter, the Diamond Valley Eagles have walked in here to the Geelong Arena and actually put the Super Cats on notice, holding a 6-point lead at quarter time. What did you see in that quarter, Herbie?
I think the Super Cats are a bit flat. I felt we were like that this morning too. But they're just the energy's not there.
It's pretty evident.
The half-court trap was a really good change-up. They probably need to look at that, maybe even extend it a little bit further. But they don't want to get into a half-court game with Diamond Valley right now. I think they're just shifting the ball a little better. So I think if they can get some strategy around up the floor with their D, etc., it should throw them out of rhythm. But they're flat; they're not finishing. Like Liam missed 3 layups.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a difference right there.
Struggling to get going here, so they really need to take some ownership over that and start making some baskets.
Well, I think this is where, you know, there are leaders on the team and there's some veteran presence in players like Gatlin and Owusu. I mean, Owusu's come out and he played brilliantly in that first quarter, but of course he can't do it alone. And even if you are struggling with fatigue, you've got to find a way as that leader to really push yourself in some manner. You know, it's never going to be easy on a back-to-back. And it's a short changeover for the men, as well as the ladies, having an afternoon or an evening game last night and an afternoon game today. But, you know, this is the NBL1. It's an elite level.
Yeah, my thing with the Super Cats, they're just not shifting the ball quick enough.
Yes.
A couple of players are hanging onto the ball too long, which is resulting in the defense being able to easily guard it. I think with quicker ball movement, harder cuts, better screens, and just shifting the D side to side, they would exploit Diamond Valley a little bit more. But then allowing that, there's 1 or 2 players that are hanging onto the ball too long. Yeah,
no, look, and I absolutely agree, and I think this is where even if you are having a bit of fatigue as a player, the ball will always move faster than the player. So if you start shifting that defense, you're going to start wearing this Eagles team down on the defensive end, and all of a sudden it's a very different proposition. You're getting much better looks and look at conversion. So
Bucket starting again the second quarter.
Here he is, the walking bucket, Cohen Blythe, my man. Oh, any young fella that can give himself his own nickname, I've got a lot of respect for. So as we get the second quarter underway here at the Geelong Arena. Beautiful day outside here in Geelong, 24 degrees, but inside starting to heat up.
Trying to go straight to Marlow, which is a great idea. They've got to put some pressure on the rim right now.
You know, and I agree, and I think Marlowe's so good down there on the block. He's such a strong man that, really make the Eagles bigs as AJ steps out for a three and drains it. AJ Williams leaves the hand up a little bit longer and says, yeah, that was me that did it to you. What are you going to do about it?
They definitely needed that.
Yes, sir, they absolutely did. Oh, that's the first three of the game for the Cats. Still down 3, though. Marlo Hicks, the great wall of Hicks. Tough shot there. Hovey on the fade. Hicks running the break. The walking bucket. Pulls it up. AJ Williams.
It's better ball.
Here we go.
They're shifting the ball well. Again, I think they really need to make Marlo a focus right now, which they've done. So the bucket's open on the perimeter, though.
He does too. Marlo Hicks bullies his way in. Hovey can't stop that. Marlo Hicks, in typical Hicks fashion, expressionless. That's just what I do.
He can take over this game right now. There's a clear mismatch down there.
Absolutely right.
Thomas can't.
Agreed. Mismatch down for Eagles. As we have Adunsi forcing the issue.
DeMarcus is first, so no one at the moment in foul trouble, which is great. So for either team.
Anthony Adunsi at the line. Makes his first. Pushes that lead out to 2.
Might see some extended D here again, I think.
I think you're right. Makes the second as well.
Extended D here, they're up the floor there.
Almost a token extended pressure. 1-on-1. Maybe they look to trap. Yep. AJ, too quick. Ooh, lucky Gatlin for 3. Cohen Blythe, great rebound. AJ will set them back up with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Great screen from Goodwin. 5 seconds left on the clock. Walking bucket, can he hit it? Throws up an air ball. I'm going to have a chat to him after the game about his nickname. As we see a turnover there from the Supercats.
You put yourself out there. With a name like that, you got to be able to back it up. Let's hope he makes his next one.
Yeah, absolutely. Granted, it was a contested 3 deep in the shot clock, so he might get a pass on that one. But the Eagles back down here. Hovey doing hard work down there on the block.
Great steal down there from Hovey.
Yeah, really good.
That's a lovely Euro step there from Thomas.
For a man that big too, really good footwork.
Goodwin does Markwood does a tremendous job, just like the meat and potatoes guy.
Yes.
All the hard work and
Gatlin.
Nice by DeMarcus.
Explosive run. Marlo Hicks battling. And the bucket, Marlo Hicks. You're absolutely right, Herbie. He has to be the focus point for these Cats. Every time he touches it, something good happens.
This is a good little matchup down low here. Like Goodwin's not giving anything away. Another fadeaway jumper. That's a shot you really want him to be taking if you're the Supercats.
Contested fadeaway. Hicks running the break again. Here we go.
Bucket gave it up.
He did too. You heard on the team. Oh, Marlo Hicks, a beautiful spin. Up and under Marlo Hicks. Pulling out all the moves.
Very dangerous signs for Diamond Valley. Grant Wallace gone straight to his bench. Ben Allen's about to come in, so he's seen enough of Marlo Hicks dominating down there.
Marlo Hicks. It's his 8th point. Adunsi looking to make something happen. Clement Blythe coming away. 3-man break. AJ Williams takes it all the way. Gatlin! DeMarcus Gatlin on the finish. Coach Wallace has had enough of this.
It's nice to see DeMarcus he's just such a fantastic teammate. Like he sprinted, backed his teammate up, ends up with a jam himself. It's just tremendous.
Beautiful to watch.
So much respect for DeMarcus and how he plays and how hard he's so good with his teammates. Highest respect for him.
Yeah, and that was a great sequence as well. Great to see AJ really going at it and go at the rim. And then, as you said, DeMarcus Gatlin never giving up on the play with the massive putback dunk. Great signs from the Supercats. They're out to a 3-point lead here after 3 minutes into the second quarter, and certainly Coach Wallace looking to have a chat to his Diamond Valley boys just to settle the pace here, because really the Supercats are so potent when they run, especially with the guards that they have in Gatlin, Williams, and now Blythe on the floor.
That's their game, and that's what I mean. But you get into the half court, I think if they can make Marlo the pivot and really look to him and throw it into him as much as they can run off him. But if they shift the ball more, they're going to find him open a lot more. So to me, just don't get stagnant. Keep play a half-court offense like the full-court offense. Be quick.
Be full,
play
yeah,
quick and
full pace. Yep. So after the timeout, it'd be interesting to see how the Eagles respond.
So what sort of special play we have here from Grant Wallace, whether he's...
You think you might have drawn something special up?
We'll see in a minute. We'll give him a rating out of 10 on this play here. We'll see how we go.
See how it plays out.
He's not even watching. He's sent away here.
He trusts his players, Herb. That's what he's doing. See Spear. Set the play.
A little screener set.
Dunsi. Actually a little bit out of structure here. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And gets the friendly roll, Hovey.
I have to give Grant about a rating of 3 or less on that one, but then his player made him look good by making that basket at the end. So
I couldn't see any evidence of a set play on that. Oh, great move, Gatlin, up and under. Hoo-hoo.
The Supercats are letting themselves down. They're going to make those. Like there's been 3, 4, 5 of them, even more than that, probably 6 that just missing cheap baskets. But the signs are good. If they keep attacking the rim and playing quick, they're Nathan Friend coming in now for Colin Blythe. So
Friendy.
Nathan has a history of being a great shooter. So
yes.
We'll see if he's going to light it up out here.
If he starts hitting outside shots.
He's Western Australian junior.
Oh, yeah?
He junior nationals, he was outstanding. So see if he can regain some of that form.
Gatlin hits the first and makes the second. Pushes out to a 3-point lead now. And, maybe the putback dunk might have just sparked Gatlin up here because that last drive, explosive move.
I'm looking forward to this Marlo Hicks-Ben Allen matchup right now.
They're
running the same set again, a little screener action. They're not executing it that well. So they're
trying to get that mismatch, aren't they? Oh, great help there. Too big though, Allen. Savvy veteran move. Look at that. Great footwork too by the big man.
He moved Marlo with ease. I haven't seen that too often. So.
No, I think it was the last time I saw that was the Cobras game here at the Geelong Arena, and they've got some big boys that were able to do some damage as well. But
Marlo again.
Oh no.
So. Well executed play. This pass at the end overcooked it a little. So
Goodwin. Unfortunately, a little high there for Hicks. It was wide open too. Only the first turnover there for the Supercats. It's good signs. It's been a pretty under control game from both teams. Only the 3 turnovers for the Eagles as well. So just to see Spear, who was hot last night against the Cobras, go to the low post. Hovey going to work. There's no way Goodwin's going to be able to stop that. Massive mismatch. Great set there from the Eagles.
And they've gone straight to the bench with Lewis Thomas. So obviously Lewis coming back in.
AJ with the pull-up too, right in Ben Allen's face, and let him know about it too, if you don't mind.
The signs are he's feeling it, so hopefully he can take off here. But again, the Diamond Valley will be looking to exploit that mismatch down low. Hovey again.
Great box out there from the Cats. Goodwin, push ahead to Williams.
Nice
the
ball
no look.
Movement. Great
Here we
ball
go.
Movement. Just got to keep moving it now.
Drop step Goodwin, a lot of dribbling. Forces the issue and still makes the shot. Mark Goodwin, look out.
Tough basket, that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a coach, I think you want to see a different type of shot out there. Here's that matchup I'm talking about. Oh, nice kick across the floor. Again, Diamond Valley not shy.
Harding splashes the 3. Ties it up here at 33 apiece. 4 minutes 20.
Again, like to see Marlo touch the ball on this possession. See whether they can get the ball to him.
And this is what the Tigers did so well against the Cats last night. They started running everything out of Dane Pino. And, oh, great look there, Gatlin. Hicks, he's coughed up another one. See, and that's what we're talking about. I think he made it a lot harder than it needed to be and has missed that layup. That's potentially 10 to 12 points that they've missed here, the Cats.
I think if you're that big, you just go dunk it.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't be shy about it.
Get up and put it down because, at home as well. Great crowd on hand here at the Geelong Arena. Really a packed house.
Yeah, crowds are growing. It's really good to see. Bad error there. That's
misexecution there. I think it was a miscommunication on the inbounds.
Nikawusu's hit the floor again. DeMarcus coming out for a rest. Obviously, fatigue with both teams will play a factor here.
Yeah.
So they're going at different times. Coaches will be trying to rest their players. So running a shirt play here.
What's a shirt play, Coach, for those at home?
I'm not sure. We'll see what Grant's designed here. So, it looks pretty good.
Cats running his own. Cats looking like it might be a 1-3, and that's never going to work. Ben Allen having his way against the Wusu, which got caught up against a much bigger man. Eagles go ahead too. Wusu setting them up. Friend having a look. Lewis Thomas from the perimeter. Had a look at Marlo Hicks, didn't want to go that way. Friendy on the drive. Owusu from range, just rims out.
He shot the ball well last night.
Yes.
Owusu, it was good.
Yeah, he
to
did.
see. So.
And certainly both Hicks and Owusu have really come in again, playing quite well. Well-designed play there from the Eagles, just couldn't execute.
I think both teams look really flat right now. That's just how I'm seeing it here. Both teams sort of aren't really looking to take the ascendancy in the game. I think if one decide to really crank up the D, talk a bit more, jump to the ball harder, really start to assert themselves on the game, they'll take it.
I believe, yeah, absolutely right. I agree. And as we see Dylan Dunstan coming in for the Eagles, it's just I guess some of the polish isn't there that you would expect from both of these teams. A few missed passes and of course the missed layups. So we see AJ Williams looking for the corner three. Big push there from
Friendy. Yeah, he's
Nathan Friend. Had a look at the ref, but wasn't going to complain. It was pretty obvious from our perspective up here in the commentary box. It's a great box out from the Eagles. So we see Williams, full court pickup.
He's got some energy out there, which is looking good, Williams. So
high horn set for the Eagles. Matt Reynolds taking control. Dunstan.
Good D there.
Allen. Gee, I tell you what, Dunstan went upstairs to nearly get that rebound. Owusu. Oh, having a look. Faked out. The entire Eagles team couldn't convert. The crowd staring at me because I got a bit excited.
That's better ball movement there again by the Supercats. So
Williams setting it back up. 5 seconds on the shot clock. McInerney and one. Great play there. Great call from Williams. Excellent recognition. And that's a better finish from McInerney.
Yeah, they certainly need some other players stepping up here, and that's good. That might be a start of something big for McInerney.
It's a much better finish from Liam McInerney.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, mind you, it was a bank runner, but, you know, two's a two, right?
That's right. You're safe off the backboard generally.
Exactly right. That's what we teach our juniors, use the backboard. Same goes for seniors. All locked up here at the Geelong Arena. Been a fantastic first half so far.
Ooh,
McInerney. Look at
lovely finish there by Ben Allen.
Great finish there. And, you know, you take that gamble, McInerney.
Punch screen there by McInerney. AJ's got to get it moving.
Nathan Friend. Interesting shot selection there. Contested three. Supercats have come away with it. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Nice
Williams.
look there by AJ.
Owusu draining the three. Playing very, very well. Nick Owusu puts the Cats up one. So we see Matt Reynolds nearly throw it away. Owusu, great hands there. Substitutions here for the Eagles.
DeMarcus coming back in as well. So
well for the Cats.
Nathan Friend coming out.
Having Arias Gatlin back in for this last 1 minute 27. The Doonsey for the Eagles coming in also. Josh Spear. Liam Thomas, such a tall man. The Doonsey going to work against the Owusu. Lewis Thomas says, get that out. Not today, Doonsey. Not here.
Long arms of Lewis Thomas again.
He's a slight gentleman, but very, very long arms, Lewis Thomas.
He's been great for the team this year. He's such a good club person as well, Lewis.
Yes.
So I had the pleasure of coaching him as a kid in Western Australia there for a little bit.
Fantastic.
Before he went to the COE, and he showed signs there. Broad shoulders. He's a good athlete. He's obviously looking for a spot in the NBL as well. He's really trying to work. He's in the stadium every day, like DeMarcus and AJ. The three of them are there as much as they possibly can. So I think as the season goes on, you'll probably see better and better performances as they go. So
there's certainly been a pretty obvious improvement, I think, as Lewis has really gotten used to this NBL1 environment because, you know, he is finding he's coming up against NBL talent week to week, and just by default, if you're putting that effort in and getting exposed to that level of play, you know, you're naturally going to develop, and it's great to see, you know, that he's committed to it and obviously reaping the benefits as well.
He's at the moment, he's only taking 4 shots. I think that's not enough for him. He needs to be taking 20 shots a game. He has got nice touch. He's working on it. He has got nice touch when he gets going. So, but I think he and Marlo Hicks are really key to this whole thing.
Yeah, I think if those two can really get going and put some pressure on the Eagles' big men, because I think Lewis Thomas, you know, he's such a good shooter.
Wisu's leading all scorers at the moment, 4 of 8. So.
He's going to be having a chat to the young boys on the bench in his team, saying this is how we do it, young bloods. Super Cats didn't actually get anyone in for the inbounds. Nearly turned it over. Wusu looking to create. Williams, Lewis Thomas, high pick and roll action.
Nice look.
Liam McInerney from range. Drains the 3. Liam McInerney can't make a layup, but he'll hit a 3.
That's good. Again, they need that spread of scorers, and that's a really good basket there from McInerney.
The Eagles, great action off the ball. Double staggered screens, really getting mismatches they're looking for. Soft touch there. Darcy Harding. Beautiful move. Great
nice
set.
Basket,
yeah, great set. AJ Williams probing here.
Again, shift the ball like that.
Williams calling his own number. Looking at the crowd, saying, "I'll have my turn as well. Thank you very much."
It's a coach killer one. Like you as a coach, you don't really want your player mucking around with the ball that much, shooting it. You want them to shift it, but when they make it, you certainly clap and cheer and everything like that.
That's absolutely no. Look, I tend to agree, and I call it the Steve Kerr effect. Watching Steph Curry do what he does. Foul there on Liam McInerney. Eagles were hell-bent on going into the post there and nearly coughed it up, but bailed out by a foul.
First play with 2 fouls, McInerney, in the entire game. So obviously been pretty clean by the refs. Refs are seeing it as a pretty clean game.
Great steal from Gatlin on the fast break. Nearly travelled. Bailed out there. Joel Spear forced a foul. Anytime you're looking down at DeMarcus Gatlin running at you on a fast break, got to make a pretty quick decision, otherwise you're going to get dunked on. Yeah,
that's the last thing you want is have DeMarcus throw it down on you, because he's done it to a lot of people. It's good. I saw DeMarcus in Indianapolis 5 years ago when I went to a camp there, and he's certainly come to the league, and he's been a tremendous tremendous ambassador for our program, and I'm really proud of him, to be honest. I think he's shown quality person and player that I first saw at that camp. So.
And certainly I think, you know, I've seen him around in some of the other, I guess, Super Cats events as we look to close out the second quarter. Come back to DeMarcus Gatlin. Last shot of the game there, the half, the Diamond Valley Eagles. As we see the Super Cats take a 6-point lead going into half-time. It was what been a fantastic first half from both sides. Slow start for the Super Cats and a hot shooting start from the Eagles from downtown. But the back end of that half, the Super Cats really found their groove, and, you know, a couple of quick threes there, and AJ Williams, DeMarcus Gatlin stepped up, and of course Marlo Hicks, Lewis Thomas doing work. But that's not to take away from guys like Ben Allen and Hovey as well for the Eagles team, and, you know, they've shot the ball exceptionally well, and I think we're set up, Coach Herbert, for a pretty amazing second half here.
Yeah, absolutely. It hasn't been momentum swings both ways so far. It's been quite great. I may have to go in a minute. I'm supposed to do awards down on the court. I haven't even think.
Oh, no.
So I might have to leave you with this.
No worries at all, Coach. It's been great to have you in the commentary box.
I'll be back up as soon as I can. I think I might get the word from Greg very shortly.
No problems at all. And as we see halftime entertainment stepping out onto the court as Coach Herbert departs to present some awards down on court for this round 7 Sunday afternoon. What has been a fantastic game so far. The Geelong Super Cats up 6 against the Diamond Valley Eagles. Leading scorers for both teams. We've got Nick Owusu on 10 for the Cats. Darcy Harding at 9 points. And Owusu leading all rebounders for the Super Cats as well. with Logan Hovey leading the way on the glass for the Diamond Valley Eagles. So we'll have a break here on this live stream through the NBL1 channel on YouTube. Halftime break here at the Geelong Arena. Look forward to a fantastic second half action coming at you very soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to second half action here. Geelong Supercats facing off against the Diamond Valley Eagles. Supercats holding a 6-point advantage. Coming into the second half has what been a fantastic 2 quarters from both sides. Back and forth action, certainly something we expect to see out of these both of these teams in this NBL1 action. But looking forward to the second half. Coach Herbert, what do you expect to see out of both sides?
Absolutely, there was a momentum swing throughout the first three quarters so far. So let's see what both coaches what strategy have drawn up. See what changes they make. It's a real chess game right now. It could go either way. So Diamond Valley obviously have threatened from the 3-point line. I think if Geelong really look to shift the ball a little bit more, look at Marlowe as a focus. The game can certainly go to them. So.
And I think it can change pretty quickly just watching that Diamond Valley team there warm up. The 3-ball is obviously a potent weapon for them. So, it's going to be interesting to see how both teams come out here and how both coaches approach this second half. So with a minute to go before we get underway here, just a quick recap of the main points from the first half. Leading scorers, Nick Owusu carrying over from his game last night against the Tigers. He'd played an outstanding game, him and Marlo Hicks. Absolutely fantastic. And, of course, Darcy Harding for the Diamond Valley Eagles, showing great signs at the moment. So, we're poised for something special here. We've got some 2 talented teams, and I think certainly at the top of the call, the Eagles, we mentioned coming off that big win from the Cobras. They know how to win now, and that might not bode well for Coach O'Neill's team in this second half.
Probably a really big stat line for the Eagles right now is the offensive rebounds that the Supercats have managed to get. They've got 9 at this point in time, which is far too many. So that's an area they need to tidy up in, and hopefully they can get that done in this quarter.
So as we get set, Diamond Valley Eagles will be in control for the second half here Sunday afternoon. Beautiful Geelong, the Geelong Arena.
What a fantastic court this is.
Beautiful.
It's probably, I think it's the best in the league. I'm biased, but it's really good court for.
Look, and talking to some of the members of the crowd during half time, it's a much more inclusive environment. It's got a great energy about it, and obviously it's steeped in history from the prestige days.
Well, behind the back pass didn't hit the target, but certainly quite creative there. DeMarcus up for a nice
DeMarcus and one. It was a tasty move from the Eagles early on, just couldn't come off, and then of course the Supercats have come back down. Ended up getting into the hands of DeMarcus Gatlin, who knows exactly what to do with it when he gets it that close. AJ Williams and DeMarcus sharing a smile about the pass that nearly didn't make it. Gatlin converts the N1. Great start for the Cats.
Yeah, they certainly need to kick away. Here's a little half-court trap again. Let's see what they can get out of this.
For those juniors watching at home, important to note that best way out of a trap is we see a turnover here.
That's great D there.
Excellent defense.
Lewis Thomas read that really well there.
Coming back, the best way through a press is obviously to pass, and the pass fake before you make your move is just as equally as important as Owusu. Putting the moves on, unfortunately throws up an air ball. Has a smirk to himself.
He's disappointed in himself there, but you can see it's good. I like what he's doing. Every week he's just growing because he has missed those 2 years. He's starting to really play some great basketball. By the end of the season, he's going to be rolling.
Yeah, look, I think he knows that's probably not the best shot for him, but he's feeling good. He's had a great first half.
DeMarcus again, great D on the ball. That's one. If you look at the group there, the guards can certainly put a lot of pressure on the ball.
Yes, absolutely right. As we see Joel Spear missing the 3. It's a great fight on the floor from both teams.
Still going.
Have a look at the Diamond Valley team.
Great desperation there by Diamond
Extraordinary
Valley.
effort from Logan Hovey. Got on the deck for the big man. He's back into it. Just a great play from Hovey. The Eagles, 11 seconds on the shot clock. So Harding is into
big rebound. They're running. AJ pulling up for 3. That's a nice basket. So, again, quick ball movement. That's when they play their best. You've made that point a number of times. When the Supercats run, they're hard to play against. That's poor D transition there by the Supercats.
got away with one there, the Super Cats. I think Harding saw him striping him in warm-up. Certainly don't want to
capitalise there, though.
Yeah. Foul being called here. As we see Adunsi on the drive. It was a hard drive too.
It's interesting. He's definitely more a driver than shooter. I'd like to see him.
I don't think he's even looked to take one from the outside. But
No,
I
he
can recall in
hasn't.
this game.
They're stepping off him a bit. They've obviously they've scouted him well. So seems to be a bit right-handed as well. So probably need to. I don't think AJ overplayed him enough on that in that situation. Ben Allen coming back in.
As we see Liam Thomas having a rest for the Diamond Valley Eagles. Adunsi at the line for 2.
Coach Wallace, I guess, looking for some energy from his players right now. They're still flat. They need to find something quickly, or this game could get out of hand.
Absolutely. I mean, it's an 11-point lead all of a sudden for the Super Cats. We're only 2 minutes gone past in this third quarter. As Marlo Hicks is having a quick chat with the official down there on the baseline. Adunsi for his second and makes it. 10-point game here.
Another half-court
Extended
trap.
pressure.
It's three-quarter court trap, I should say. AJ Williams needs to
Looking
get that
to
ball
trap
moving.
AJ Williams. Great pressure from the Eagles. There's that energy, Herbie, that we were talking about. Kicks to Owusu, Lewis Thomas.
Nice pass.
Great
by
pass. Marcus Gatlin. Easy 2 there. Anthony Adunsi in control here for the Eagles. Down 12, the Eagles.
Nice punch screen there.
Corner 3 ball. Well offline there from Darcy Harding. Certainly looking to put him up though. Wusu Hicks. Having a look at this.
Pull the
yeah,
trigger
he was
there,
too, I think.
Nice dive there.
Great slips. Turnover here. Eagles in transition. It's a pretty finish at the end by Logan Hovey.
Unusual finish, wasn't it?
It was unusual, dare I say.
Fended off with the right, little finger roll with the left.
Certainly would have liked to have seen a dunk there. That would have been one for the crowd. 10-point game. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Owusu's got to do something with it. It's a lot of dribbling from the Super Cats. Scott didn't get the shot up in time. Owusu probably didn't go early enough on that one and forced Gatlin into a tough shot that was too late anyway. Turnover. Geelong Super Cats.
That might put some energy into the Diamond Valley team there, getting a shot clock violation. That's always something that you want as a coach and you want as a team. And let's see if they can generate some enthusiasm out of that.
High horns action from the Eagles team. See Reynolds through to Rhymes, through to Spear. Rhymes from downtown, well short.
There's just not enough people looking to score for Diamond Valley.
No,
right
not
now.
at all. Hicks at the rim with the great finish, Marlo Hicks.
Their offense to me at the moment is just going through the motions. They need to be putting on the rim, attacking the basket, throwing to Ben Allen down low, working off him. At the moment, they seem to be content, and no one's really looking to really be a threat and score.
Yeah, no, it's quite evident, especially, it's only been 4 minutes in, but then it certainly haven't come out with the same intent that they were playing with in that second quarter. The Eagles, they had 5 guys on the court that were a threat.
Louis Varley's hit the floor now for Nick Owusu, so Louis got tremendous potential, I think, to play in this league. It's just he muscles down low well, doesn't he, Hovey?
Logan Hovey. AJ Williams, Varley to Marcus Gatlin for 3. No luck there. Ben Allen couldn't secure it. Going back to Varley, though, I think you're absolutely right. And, on the call last night, he's just a guy that can do everything well. He just is never particularly flashy necessarily, but he's just a great basketball player.
I'm surprised he didn't look to shoot that one. It's in his background. That's a nice out of bounds play. Baseline out of bounds, beautiful play to Thomas.
Well executed by the Super Cats, Louis Varley.
Again, Diamond Valley to me is just a bit flat. There's just not a lot of energy right now. So
yeah, the body language on the players, even on court, just.
Grant Wallace will be pulling whatever hair's left out right now, I'd say.
Clip number 2 for the call. Lewis Thomas looking for the and 1. and makes it too. All of a sudden, it's a 13-point lead to the Super Cats.
Little trap, extended D on the free throw again. The more change-ups here that Super Cats can have, they're just going to throw them out of rhythm, and because they're not being really aggressive right now, everything will work. That's nice 3 by Spear. Unfortunate.
No, that's certainly his shot. Coming off a double screen on the base. Some pretty good action there from the Eagles. It was a different look. The Super Cats seem to be in control at the moment. It's
a real chance for the Super Cats to put their foot on the throat. I think some extended D, just pounding inside to Thomas, to Marlowe. They're going to get some good looks out of this.
Gatlin looking to put up another 3. Hovey cleans the glass for the Eagles.
Again, I'd just like to see him throw it into Marlowe here. I think that's
great pass, Ben Allen. Just couldn't finish there. Rhymes. Hit on the way up. Foul on DeMarcus Gatlin.
That's a pretty soft foul. I'd like to see that one again.
Yeah, it looked awkward on the finish, so maybe that played into the call. But either way, we see Rhymes at the line for 2. Diamond Valley shooting 70% from the free throw line this afternoon. As Rhymes hits the first. 12-point deficit for these Eagles. Maybe this can get them started.
I guess Geelong was in this situation yesterday. They had control of the game and then unfortunately let it slip. So let's hope that they can stay focused here.
Yeah, you'd like to think that they'd learned their lesson from last night. Some full court pressure there from the Eagles. Lewis Thomas going to work. That's better from Varley. Looking to shoot. Hovey, another rebound. Hovey with his 7 rebounds. Ben Allen surveys the floor. Spear.
Spear's real dangerous.
Ben Allen,
nice
great.
steal again.
It's great action there. Great connection between Allen and Hovey.
This may be like one more basket. Maybe Leon might look at a timeout shortly because momentum's starting to swing again. You don't want to give up a 10-point lead or a 13-point lead that they had. So.
No, definitely not. Now here we go into Hicks. As you said, it's a great place to start. Lewis Thomas from the corner.
That certainly helps.
Yes, and all come off Marlo Hicks. Starting with the ball and then generating something out of that. Great option.
It'll make the D's collapse. They really have to double Marlowe down there. So that's great deep by DeMarcus, pushing Spear off the screen. Great read by Spear, though.
A great back cut from Spear. Probably could have finished. Ben Allen unable to finish at the rim. The 2 Supercats players coughing the ball up.
Lou Varley with the ball.
Nice shot there from Matt Reynolds at mid-range 2. 10-point game. Oh, it's a turnover here from the Supercats. Diamond Valley on the break. Hovey going upstairs. Marlo Hicks met him at the top, but it's an and one opportunity. Hovey having none of that. Nearly put it down on Hicks's head.
3-point play isn't ideal at this stage either. So.
Great action here from the Geelong Arena. The Eagles got out and run, and Hovey would not be denied. Time out here from Coach O'Neill.
Hovey's really stepped up here. He's been the energizer in this right now, so has a really nice finish.
That's great.
Under some pressure there.
Absolutely, and Marlo.
I may have pulled out if Hicks was about to. This game it's swinging. About the momentum's changed, so it'd be interesting to know that Leon obviously keen to talk to his troops, and
yeah, look,
I think maybe the injection of Nick Owusu back in there would help right now to steady the ship a little bit.
Yeah, just get a bit of balance back into it, and I think it's that consistency, not taking anything away from this Eagles team that are fighting back, and they're playing very, very well. But it's a game of runs at the moment, and I think Coach O'Neill is very, very wary of what happened last night because they were in control for 95% of that game, and it was just the last 5 or 6 minutes of the last quarter where they just let it slip, and I think that's going to be on the minds of all the players, obviously, but certainly for Coach O'Neill. And
yeah, there's the talent spread out across the league, so you can't take anyone for granted.
Not at all. Not
at
at all.
any point, the game will swing, the momentum will swing. A couple of shots are made, you're on the back foot straight away.
And, you know, this Eagles team, we were in exactly the same situation last night against the Cobras.
Michael Rabula's come in now for AJ, so
I think that's a great move from Coach O'Neill. Rabula.
I liked the way he defended last night, Rabula. He impresses me. He hasn't hit the floor yet, I don't think, in this game, but he's steady. He's a veteran. Knows what it's about, so we'll see what he can come up with here.
And I think he understands what he needs to do, when he needs to do it during the flow of the game. So we see Rabula here with the ball after that stop.
Lewis Thomas.
Oh, and the N1, Lewis Thomas, silky touch.
There's those go-go gadget arms that just keep extending out. So
Logan Hovey.
That's a lovely finish by Lewis.
It's a great finish, absolutely. And I think that that's where one of the defenders must have got caught up on the screen there and really just left that lane open and puts the pressure on the bigs at the back line. This is what happens is Lewis Thomas.
Well executed play. Leon designed on the whiteboard, so they ran to the letter of the T. It's beautiful. So
Thomas with the N1. 11-point lead here. 2 minutes 40 to go. Reynolds looks to set them up. Kafritzis, who's checked in for the Eagles, can shoot. Reynolds, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Tough shot. Nearly makes it. Rabula with the great board. Here's Varley, push ahead to Gatlin on the run. That's great defense, but an even better finish. Coach Herbert's out of his seat. Couldn't believe what he just saw.
I'm not sure that should have gone in, but anyway, that's a good finish, I think. Well done, DeMarcus.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than skilled, right?
Yeah, got it early. That's again, the Supercats just cranked up the pressure there on D. I love DeMarcus when he's playing on the ball.
Yes. Yep.
The pressure he's able to generate is to another level to most players. So
full court press here from the Eagles. With 2 minutes 12 to go. It's about that pressure.
Supercats need to execute their offense well here. Again, probably go with Thomas here. He's hit the last one, so last couple of baskets here. Here we go. Here he is
Thomas
now.
From the top, then the clear out too.
Nice job.
And the reach in from Harding. Asking the question of the official what he did wrong there, but if you reach in, you're always going to be under threat of being called for a foul.
That little isolation of the foul line for Thomas has been tremendous so far. And I'm always a big one to keep going to that till the well runs dry.
Absolutely.
Like you want to keep going at Thomas at the foul line and keep attacking the way they are.
Until they can stop it. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And Lewis Thomas seems to be up for the challenge tonight.
The next thing Don Valley are going to have to do is send some more players out to help. So that'll create shots out there. So I think it's a really well executed offense there by Leon, obviously on that timeout. So
Lewis Thomas makes the first. Pushes it out to a 15-point lead, and
a couple more stops here, and if he scores, the game's getting out of reach for Diamond Valley. So
Diamond Valley have proven though that they have the ability to knock down that three ball. That's a great pass internally. Now they're shifting the Supercats around. Oh, don't leave him open. Nearly cashes in the three. Supercats got away with one. As they push in transition, Varley.
Ball movement, great ball movement.
Lewis Thomas looking for a three of his own. Couldn't convert there. Rabula picks it up. Thrown up to Thomas. Down low. Oh, sneaks through the defense. How did he get through there? Lewis Thomas.
Lewis Thomas has put the team on his back and said, come with me.
Let's go. 17 points on 67% shooting, if you don't mind, as we see a deep
He's had a
tray.
Great few minutes here. He's been tremendous.
Great rebound there from the Eagles, and Joel Rhymes putting 2 on the board for the Eagles. Keeps it within 15. Rabula have to be looking for Lewis Thomas here with only 50 seconds left on the clock. Same action. On ball, pick and roll. Into the block, Lewis Thomas. Double down. Foul being called on Darcy Harding. I don't know if there's a great deal in that, to be honest.
I really like how the Supercats just keep going back at Thomas right here. again, they've sent people to him, so now people need to be ready to step up and knock down the open shot when Lewis is double teamed.
Yep.
Rabula has been a really steadying influence on the group out there. I think from the perimeter, his vision, the way he's seeing the game, I like what he's doing out there. He's been a great passer, great off the on-ball, and he's distributing the ball, being a really good teammate out there, finding Lewis, that's for sure.
Absolutely agree. And you watch just how he goes about what he's doing, and there's a couple of times there he's shown off a defensive rebound when to push, but then conversely when to slow it down and go, okay, no, we're going to get into our set and utilise the mismatches we've got, generally with Lewis Thomas, who makes his first 16-point lead for the Cats. Short on the second. Big rebound.
Yeah, McInerney got a hand to it, so an important stop here for the Super Cats in terms of where they're heading. Nice action there again from Diamond Valley.
Great action, forced it. Allen clean it up. Big bodies down there, and it's come away with the Super Cats. Gatlin on the push. Oh, completely lost Kafritzis. Gatlin. Woo, bit of an ankle breaker here to close out the third quarter. Kafritzis still doesn't know where Gatlin is.
Yeah, no, that was
That's great to see. It's great action here at the Geelong Arena. Big three from Ben Allen. That's a great board. Hovey. Kafritzis with a three of his own. Returns the favour and says, hey, DeMarcus, here I am. And look out, the Eagles have got to be feeling a little bit better somewhat, even though they're still down 15 here. What a great game.
That was a very important basket by Diamond Valley going into the break here. So
all off the back of a huge rebound from Hovey too. Contested rebound, kicked it out to Kafritzis, who made the Super Cats pay. And I think we're set for an absolutely outstanding fourth quarter here. Both teams playing really well. The Cats holding on to a 15-point lead, but as evidenced last night, that's got to be lingering. You know, every chance that the Eagles could come away with a win here.
Yeah, Diamond Valley, hopefully that gets a bit of energy to the group. They have been flat. Like the Super Cats have just been they've been very disciplined offensively here. I think the way they're going at Lewis Thomas has been tremendous. They need to keep at that right now. I would continually go at him, draw double teams, find open players. To me, Diamond Valley need to go at it a little bit more. They're not attacking the rim as hard. They're settling for jump shots, settling for threes, and need to be a little bit more aggressive at attacking the rim right now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And they've got some really talented guys on this Eagles roster that can do exactly that. You know, even some of their 2 and 3 guards, they're just off the ball. They can, you know, do some damage. So, look, I think it's going to be an interesting conversation at the moment. Both coaches talking to the squads, and you know, we're set for a fantastic fourth quarter here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Super Cats are in control right now, but like I said, it's been momentum swings the whole time, and given last night the disappointing loss of Melbourne, the momentum could swing quite quickly. So,
no, look, and I think the Eagles have to be confident, even though they are facing a 15-point deficit after last night's performance, which came off the back of intensity. It was just an attitude shift for the Eagles last night. They decided in that fourth quarter they're going to take it to the Cobras, and the result was they came away with, in the end, a 7-point win, which is outstanding. And you know, their shot started to drop, and off the back of that effort, I think, you know, there's every chance that they can do it again. And you know, guys like Hovey putting in such work, and you know, he's got 15 points at the moment.
I think he needs some other players stepping up around him. He seems to be playing hard. The other guys have got to be ready to knock down a shot. Look at the Super Cats. There's 4 players in double figures right now. Gatlin, Owusu, Thomas, Williams. They've had a bit more of a spread of scorers here. So I guess if they can, the Super Cats can lot down Hovey, they're going to be in great shape this last quarter.
I can't see Ben Allen going away quietly here. Personally, I don't see Ben Allen walking into a fourth quarter and just fading into the background. As we're underway here in the Geelong Arena, first possession. DeMarcus Gatlin getting to the rim. Huge defensive breakdown for the Eagles.
That acceleration he has is just superb. Like, he just took off. I thought he was going to dunk it, but he's disappointed me on this occasion.
I think everyone in the Geelong Arena were expecting a dunk there too.
Three-point play is massive here. Grant Wallace will not be happy about that at all.
Having a look at Coach Wallace now, and you're exactly right, based on the body language, he's not happy with that first possession. Super Cats will keep possession here 14 on the shot clock. 17-point lead. Gatlin looking for McInerney, who should have dived to the cup on that one. Stops, props. Gatlin, gee, that was always going to be a tough make.
See, to me, both McInerney and the Goodwin is sitting out on the perimeter. The players collapse. I think that's a good look. They need to find the uncontested shot rather than take contested ones like that.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And, that's a great rebound too there from Liam Thomas. Just ripped it down and, protected the ball. Picked up the foul on the Supercats there. So a foul apiece.
Supercats in the zone here, which is...
interesting change of pace for the Cats. Great seal, Ben Allen. That is great action from the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a tremendous
Thomas
pass.
to Hovey to Allen. Perfectly executed, picked up the zone, and just easily scored 2 there. 15 points. The difference again. Gatlin looking to create. Varley, no hesitation. No success there. Liam Thomas. Good to see another rebound from him. His third.
I don't think I'd be leaving Lewis Thomas off the floor too much longer.
No, I agree. Ben Allen for 3. Thomas again in the contest. A bit of showtime from Gatlin.
I think Owusu and Marlo Hicks are probably should be ready to go very shortly as well.
Great pass from Adunsi to Hovey. And all of a sudden the Eagles are coming. And you're exactly right there, Coach. The guys that got them to the position they were in.
Here goes Marlo. I'd be pulling the trigger and saying, Lewis, you're in as well. Don't care how tired you are. Finish yourself.
Yep.
Great pass there.
Great touch from Varley. No, couldn't finish it though. Ball still in play. Somehow Rabulu found it.
Grant Wallace would be very unhappy with that position right there. You don't like offensive rebounds at any stage.
Liam Thomas, that's a nice step-through move. Couldn't reward himself. McInerney with a huge board, leading the break. McInerney putting up the move. Varley wide open. Can't make them pay. Thomas another board. Turns it over. Varley, no one even near him. Not even contesting. Didn't want to go near him. Ben Allen says, I'll have it. 3-on-1 break here. The Diamond Valley team. Hovey up and over. Great execution from Adunsi. Great look. And there we are. Hovey again running the full length of the floor. 13-point deficit.
I'm worried about this right now for the Supercats. I think they're just losing that momentum we talk about. That's a great drive by DeMarcus.
Can't finish as we see Hicks and Williams ready to check in. Can't do, but the Eagles back. Hovey another blows the layup. Ben Allen the and one.
A 3-point play.
All of a sudden, the Eagles on fire, pushing it down the Supercats' throat. And that's going to draw a timeout from Coach O'Neill.
Lewis Thomas needs to play right now. There's no question about that. I think he was such a dominant player in that third quarter. He needs to be on the floor, and he's the go-to guy. So if I was in that situation, that's what I'd be thinking right now. Lewis should be on the floor playing. Obviously, I'd put Owusu back out there. I think he might have been subbed back in as well. AJ's come back in, so hopefully they can regain momentum. But Lewis Thomas, for me right now, is the man because he got him that lead in that third quarter.
Absolutely. And Lewis Thomas was putting in work in that third quarter, and the Eagles weren't able to stop him at all. And so I think that has to be the call for me as well. Lewis Thomas, 18 points on 6 of 9 shooting. It's just phenomenal.
Right now, I guess Diamond Valley have a sniff, and the likes of Tovey and these guys, if they don't have any energy in their game now, they never will.
Absolutely right.
Here's an opportunity for them to take control of this game.
It's only 11 points with only 2.5 minutes gone in this fourth quarter. 7 minutes 21 left to go. A lot of basketball to come. The crowd at the Geelong Arena getting treated to a wonderful Sunday afternoon game in round 7, NBL1. Hope you're enjoying it at home as well through the YouTube live stream, through the NBL1 channel, as we see Ben Allen.
Important free throw.
And makes it, cashes in on the and one. 10 points, Supercats lead. Eagles on the charge. Adunsi Looking to slow down Williams. Marlo Hicks on the block, going straight back to that action. Williams, he'll let that go. No good. Great rebounding there from the Eagles, though. Joel Spear back on deck. Was a hot shooter last night. Looking for the high screen with Thomas. Adunsi going to go one-on-one with Williams. Has the advantage. Oh, the turnover, nearly. It is the turnover. An unsportsmanlike foul called here on the Eagles. This will be interesting. On Ben Allen.
I'm not sure why. I did miss that, so.
I tend to agree with you, Herbie. I didn't see if there was much in that, to be honest. I think it was just a smart foul to slow them down, but nevertheless, AJ Williams at the line, hits the first. As we see the replay.
Very important call.
The foul, Ben Allen was trailing the play and caught his arm, trying to strip the ball. But look, I think in this kind of climate, in this kind of game, as AJ Williams hits the second, I think that's just a common foul. Play on. But either way.
It's changed, gets it back out to that 12 points here, so.
Back to Marlo Hicks.
Lewis Thomas is coming back in.
3 seconds on the shot clock. Williams has got to do something with it. High floater over the rafter and splashes it. AJ Williams. Adunsi on the push. Great screen from Ben Allen. The Eagles looking to counter here. Adunsi hasn't put one up from outside yet. Looking to drive. Joel Spear did not even look at the shot.
No,
amazing.
It's just
Hovey.
Toby's been the man.
Hovey
good
battling.
there by the Supercats.
Ball's on the floor. Marlo Hicks.
Again, Rabul are good when they've been good. They're serviceable players down there, aren't they?
They really are. It's an easy look in the end. Couldn't make them pay.
Lewis Thomas and Nikawusi coming back in now.
And the referees just pulling up the game. Some sweat on the floor. Great job there by the officiating crew, recognising that. Get the floor wipers out there.
The Supercats have their starting group back on the floor now, so.
The closing group as well, you'd say?
I'd say, yeah, definitely the closing group. So.
Yep. Nikawusu, no doubt, wanted to make sure that he brings his team home tonight. It's the Eagles.
Diamond Valley got to find some other scorers there, particularly from the perimeter right now.
I'm really surprised that Spear is not even looking for his shot.
Yeah,
it's really
just
amazing.
Lost his confidence here in the game. There's a nice three.
Harding, way downtown. 11-point game. Supercats in control. 5.5 to go. That's great D by Adunsi. Gatlin surveys the floor. Marlo Hicks stepping out. Bit stagnant here, the Supercats. That's a great strip.
And that's what they tended to do last night.
Yes.
They just need to get back into shifting the ball and moving the ball.
Just get it through hands.
The process will take care of itself. They shift the D, find the opening.
That was great hands there by the Eagles. Resulted in the turnover by the Supercats. Marlo Hicks kicked it out of bounds, and Spear on the counter, going hard to the hole. Has a mismatch with Williams and makes him pay. A beautiful up and under with the right hand, Joel Spear.
Now back to 9.
9-point deficit. The Eagles are coming. AJ Williams.
Again, they don't want to get into what they're stagnant. They're not moving the ball.
Bit flat, I've got to be honest. Marlo Hicks, what's he doing out there? He should be on the block, in my opinion. Nice fake. Great ball fake. Trapped though, and that's 3 seconds in the key. The Supercats have turned it over again.
To me, Lewis Thomas needs to see the ball.
Yeah, hasn't touched it in those last two possessions.
So that's an obvious thing right now. Lewis needs to see the ball. He was getting it done.
Well, they couldn't stop him.
No.
They had no answer for Lewis Thomas, and it's not that he's gone missing. It's just that the ball hasn't gone near him. His last 5.5 minutes, Ben Allen. That would have been a big shot if it had gone down. No success. Williams on the push.
Again, get the ball moving. It's
a lot of dribbling.
We're now 15 seconds left on the shot clock, and the ball's only touched one player's hands.
Gatlin to Owusu. Lewis Thomas, here we go. Soft touch.
Unlucky.
Unlucky there. Good action, though. Got the shot he wanted. as the Eagles are coming back. Spear setting up his team. Joel Spear.
Again,
Had a look then, Hovey into Allen.
Ben
Allen.
Really need Spear to step up here.
Hovey. And here it is, Joel Spear, corner three. Bricks it off the corner of the backboard. Interesting.
It's not going to help his confidence.
AJ Williams probing. Step back, Jay. Gatlin going upstairs. Lewis Thomas smartly.
Steadying the ship.
Steadying the ship and burning some clock. Gatlin off the first step. Great drive from Gatlin. Sees him draw the foul on Joel Spear. Game still in the balance with 3 minutes 30 to go. In their 9-point game, we have a timeout here from Grant Wallace, wanting to talk it over with his Eagles squad. Just fantastic fourth quarter action here. Again, both teams competing really hard.
The game is definitely still in the balance right now.
Absolutely.
Like you come down, you stick a three. I always say, from experience, that you want to be more than 16 up with 1 minute to go.
Yeah.
Because games can be won with in that last minute.
One in less, absolutely.
Because at 16, you hit a three, you're back to 13, game on. So it's in this situation with 9, it's definitely game on. So
look, it's absolutely doable, and the reality is 3 minutes 30 in any basketball game at this level is a long time. You know
what I'm enjoying here? You look around the crowd. There's all young Supercats players
yes.
and families and kids all up dancing, having a great time here. It's such a good atmosphere in this stadium. It's growing all the time. I think the NBL1 brand has been tremendous.
Yep.
Obviously, we're fortunate we have Luina Bio as our naming rights sponsor.
Yes.
It's the whole sport in Geelong, basketball is going to take off. I think if all the associations, locals can buy in and work together, we'll take the sport to a whole nother level.
Oh, look, I think, as soon as this NBL1 initiative was announced, it's just been the best thing for Australian basketball in recent times, and especially in the area of Geelong. The Supercats was such a dominant force during the days in the NBL, as we see Gatlin lining up. It's a huge missed free throw.
Yeah, it's important. He needs to make this second one.
He'll be frustrated with that as he lines up for the second. Going to push it out to a double-digit lead, and does. 10 points, the favour of Supercats.
So much time to go in this game.
Yeah, Matt Reynolds looking to get the Eagles into their action. A lot happening off the ball. Harding through to Spear. Can go 1-on-1. The Wusu. Reynolds, pull up two.
Just didn't get the shot they wanted, I think.
Not at all.
Spear needs to look to be more assertive offensively, look to score a little bit more. He's just going through the motions. And that's what I said, the whole thing, they just don't have enough people looking to score.
Yeah, I think they had an opportunity to get into some action on the block, but didn't look at it. But as we see Owusu deep into the shot clock, only 5 seconds left. Williams is going to be forced to put one up here. Great box out there, Liam Thomas. It's Matt Reynolds. Takes control, he's going to look to push. Settles him into it, Hovey. He's been the man for this Eagles squad. You see a three go up, and look out, Darcy Harding dropping the three. A 7-point game, 2.5 to go here at the Geelong Arena.
Game on.
Game on is right, DeMarcus Gatlin.
Again, got to go Lewis Thomas here. He's got to see the ball. That's a nice play. Great read by Tovey defensively to make sure Gatlin didn't get that alley-oop.
No, it's a great recovery there with 10 seconds on the shot clock as well. Supercats end out of bounds. What can they get here? The Eagles, can they get the stop? AJ Williams in the corner. Goes base. Forces the action. Was unsuccessful there. And a breakout here from the Eagles. Easy dunk, Darcy Harding. 5 quick points, and it's 2 minutes to go. Down 5. Eagles, can they do it again? And this crowd is stunned here at the Geelong Arena. All of a sudden, the Supercats looking down the barrel of...
Again, Lewis Thomas needs to see the ball with Marlowe right now.
Great D, Liam Thomas. Marlowe Hicks going to work. Nearly loses it. And there's the turnover. The Eagles out and running again. Hovey. Oh, great block by Lewis Thomas.
Great
denied him there at the rim.
AJ's got to shift the ball.
AJ Williams forcing the issue. A bit lucky to get bailed out on that one, I think.
I just love to see him give it up there.
Give it up, absolutely. I think, you know, there's a time and a place, and he's a great athlete, Williams, but I think
he wants to be giving it up, cutting the other side, shooting the open three.
And personally, if I was Coach O'Neill, I'd be demanding that we chew up every second of our shot clock, get the shot we want with 1.5 minutes to go. You know, we're only carrying a 5-point lead now as AJ Williams steps to the line and makes the first.
Out to 6.
Lewis Thomas, the huge block.
That's a game changer right there.
Absolutely was. AJ Williams drops the second. 7-point game here. Geelong Arena has been treated to an outstanding men's matchup here. Liam Thomas, great cut. Easy action, Hovey with the easy 2. Breakdown defensively by the Supercats.
Back to 5. It's woo. Let's see what they come up with here. May have even been a good idea with a timeout there, but obviously Leon confident in his troops.
In his troops, absolutely. Under 1 minute to go here. Owusu off the drive, kicks to Thomas. Williams again. Puts up the high floater, no good. Liam Thomas cleans up. Matt Reynolds looking for the foul call. Turnover by the Eagles, and guess who was involved in that play for the Supercats? Lewis Thomas. Salt and pepper, he's in everything at the moment. 5-point game, 45 seconds.
Owusu's experience here should be very good. Like he's getting the offense set up, getting organised.
Only 10 seconds on the shot clock, reset it to 14. After that, AJ Williams, 3 on the clock. Forces the issue again, another foul called. This time on Logan Hovey. AJ Williams is going to line up at the line for 2 more free throws in 2
Again,
minutes.
I'd just like to see him draw a defender, kick it to an open shooter, rather than take that 4 shot. He's lucky he's got to the foul line.
And he makes the first. And Coach, you're right. I think it is a bit lucky, especially this type of game. The officiating is well within their rights. The defense was playing straight up as Williams hits the second, makes it a 7-point game. Grant Wallace will take a timeout here with only 32 seconds remaining in what has been an outstanding game from both clubs. The Supercats looking to close this one out at home. The Eagles looking to steal another road win if they can.
Yeah, I think it may be out of reach right now. It's I guess they come down and make a big shot, get a steal. That's probably what they're looking for. But the Supercats they'll be walking to the foul line now after every. Yeah,
that's a great coach. Yeah, that's a great great pickup. 5 fouls on the Eagles squad means that any foul from this point onwards, the Supercats are going to the line, and they've shot 75% at the free throw line, the Supercats. So certainly be banking on them continuing that trend if they get there. And I guess for the Eagles, Grant Wallace, what's he drawing up here, do you think? Quick 3?
I'd go quick. I'd take the best layup, whatever you could get, and then aim to foul and send it to the other end. I guess the most high percentage shot you want right now. Obviously a 3 would help, but I think I'd go the 2, try and foul, then try and narrow it down to get to within 3 and have a 3 as a last shot, something like that. 7 points is pretty tough. 30 seconds to go. So particularly the way they're playing, there's just not enough scoring options out there.
Yeah, that's true. And here we go, the last 30 seconds. Spear for the Eagles.
There's your scoring option.
Hovey from downtown. Couldn't make that go. Thomas, great hustle. Unable to secure it though. Supercats ball with 21 seconds remaining.
Diamond Valley have to foul now.
They have to foul. The Supercats fans are on their feet. This raucous Geelong crowd sensing the victory. It's a tough ask, I think, at this point.
Yes, Grant won't be happy with the execution of the last play.
Eagles looking for the foul, and they get it. 18.7 remains on the clock. Gatlin walks his way to the free throw line, and just on that point, Coach, you're right. I think Grant Wallace was expecting maybe something a little bit more out of that.
Toby had the right shot there for sure, but just couldn't knock it down.
Yeah. Gatlin puts the icing on the cake. Well, hits the first. Pushes it out to an 8-point Supercats lead. Misses the second. Huge rebound from Hovey. Not sure what the call is on the floor. The call is a foul on the floor. Marlo Hicks picking up the foul. It's the floor wipers wherever they've gone. Getting called in. Clean up the spillage. Lewis Thomas asking the question of the young girls.
Getting it done all over the place right now. He's
great job there.
Game night coordinator.
I think Vandy might be under threat here. Why not? Lewis Thomas, do it all. So the Eagles got to go 94 feet, get a quick score. It's not out of the realms of possibility, but I can't see this going any other way than a Supercats victory.
No, that's right. It's,
there's the inbounds to Spear.
They still have a foul to give too, Supercats, so they're
going to run it down. The open look here, the step back, Jay from Harding. No good. Hovey, great board.
He's been good tonight.
Outstanding,
Hovey.
Absolutely outstanding. Logan Hovey has had a brilliant game. 21 points. That would have been his 10th rebound, so double-double for him, and well-deserved. Hasn't quit for 40 minutes. Foul on Marlo Hicks there. That was Marlo Hicks' 5th foul. So he'll depart with 5.8 left on the clock. McInerney fill the centre duties for the remaining 6 seconds. It's Logan Hovey. Looks to finish a great game for him individually. Fortunately misses the first. He's played 31 minutes, Logan Hovey. Had an outstanding game. Makes the second.
7-point must have been a tech there.
There must have been
I think I missed something here.
I absolutely have missed something there. I'm not sure what the call is here on the floor, but interestingly enough, we have
it's
Joel's
crazy time to get a tech if it was. So.
Even though we've missed it here in the commentary box, I think that's a big missed opportunity there for the Eagles. That could have been an extra 4 points on the board, and dare I say they'll have possession. So all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, 2 missed free throws.
It's almost unforgivable. Spear pulls up for a 3. No good. Supercats secure the rebound, and that'll do it. The Geelong Supercats have come out winners here, 87-81, against a very strong Diamond Valley Eagles squad that put them under pressure, but just couldn't get it done here at Geelong. Picked up a great win against the Cobras last night, but couldn't get the second road win. It's always hard to win on the road, but the Supercats coming away with a great win after obviously dropping a game last night against the Tigers. AJ Williams and DeMarcus Gatlin, 21 points apiece. Lewis Thomas, I think, was the biggest contributor for the Supercats tonight. He had an outstanding game, 18 points, only the 3 rebounds, but was in everything, and I think all credit due to the Supercats for a great win.
Yeah, I think that pushes the Supercats up to 6th position on the ladder, possibly, depending on any other games today. I'm not sure
the results from today.
That gives them a good shot of obviously staying in that top 8, which is great. So, I think both teams had their moments in that game. The Diamond Valley, like I said, I just don't think they had enough score power there. And that's disappointing. Joel Spear, obviously haven't seen him play before. And he was disappointing, yet given he played so well last night. So
that's right.
They just needed some other contributors at the offensive end to really be a threat on the Supercats there.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right there. And it's always hard if it's only 1 or 2 guys doing the majority of your scoring. But, you know, Coach Wallace will have a fair bit to talk about with his Diamond Valley crew. But it's all about the Geelong Supercats here. In this round 7, they've come away on a back-to-back with a victory against the Eagles. And as we see the players making their way around, it's been a wonderful event here in the Geelong Arena. Another great crowd to see the Supercats run-out 6-point winners.
We're all
Big
off
thanks to Coach Herbert.
We're all off to Murphy's Pub now, who are coming on board as a sponsor, which is tremendous. We had our launch there. Both teams are heading there this afternoon, so
fantastic.
I'm sure if you want to head down, anyone locally there who wants to meet the players, etc., we'll all be there this afternoon, probably in about 45 minutes to an hour.
Terrific.
So it'd be great to see some of our fans down there.
Sunday sippers. That's fantastic. Well, a big thanks to Coach Herbert for sitting alongside me for this game, and a big thanks to the NBL1 and, of course, the YouTube channel there, bringing you the live action today. Brad White here for a fantastic Sunday event. It's been wonderful having you. Looking forward to seeing you again soon for this NBL1 special.